Hey now, welcome to Preview Review for the Daily Flash. I am Matt Doolittle, bringing you the best that Hollywood theme parks and all things nerd have to offer. Well, guys, I would like to thank my friends over at Universal Studios Orlando Resort for having me and my lovely wife out to Halloween Horror Nights finally last night. Fortunately, if you guys have been watching the weather, we have a little weather coming through Orlando over the next few days. So it was rainy out there, but we wanted to get out there finally because the last time we wanted to go, which was a week ago, it got hurricaned out too. So is hurricanes galore here. But it was fun. We didn't get to do all of the houses. The weather was just so off and on, and we're trying not to get sick or anything like that. So, but we did get to go into quite a few of the houses. Ghostbusters looks amazing. Not super scary, but visually, it was awesome. Slaughter Cinema was my favorite. Slaughter Cinema 2, sorry. So, but yeah, it sucked because we didn't have the characters out in the street. So again, I work there. When it rains, they can't have the characters out there, characters rather, just because of the makeup and the chance they could slip, and they don't want guests running and slipping, and some of those streets are pretty slick. So they really try not to do that too much. It felt like at one point they were going to come out. We saw the Death Eaters in Harry Potter in the Diagon Alley, but they had to go in within like 5 minutes, and then I think they just scrapped them for the night and sent them home. But it was cool because it was low crowd, so we got to ride everything. But again, thank you to Universal Orlando. If you get a chance now throughout all of Halloween, they're doing so many nights this year. Definitely go check out Halloween Horror Nights here in the Orlando. Okay, let's get to a big story that is a big flop, and that is going to be the Joker Part 2. What do they call it? The dude not gonna make any money. Folie à Deux. Only brought in $40 million this weekend. If you remember, the first Joker was amazing. It brought in $96 million on its first weekend, and this one was on a $200 million budget. Yeah, not so good. I didn't see it. I have no interest in this thing. The first one was dark, and it's like, okay, you know, when you start taking these characters, and I know the Joker is pretty dark, but when you take a casual fan such as where I only know the Joker from really the movies, the shows, the cartoon, I don't dig that deep into the comic books. I know there's a bunch of series out there where he's just a maniacal nut job, but it's like, I don't really want to see that. You know, I mean, I'm watching The Penguin right now, which, check that out. I'm loving that. But it feels like it's a different character. It's not, they're not really calling him the Penguin. He walks like the Penguin. He's got the nose thing. His foot is messed up, that scene. But they're not shoving it down your throat that it's still a Batman character. And they're not shoving down the Batman movie down your throat either. It's mentioned real quick and they move on, because I'm not sitting through that again. But when they do this with the Joker, and it looks like the Joker, and they're calling him Joker, I don't know. I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to go to movies to be tortured. I don't like hard horror movies, your Saws of the world, those types. I just don't like, I'm like, why do I want to sit here and be uncomfortable? It's artistic and yada, yada, yada. And I guess from what I read, Lady Gaga had to change her accent to sing in this thing, and Joaquin Phoenix isn't the greatest singer as it goes. So I can see where Todd Phillips want to be artsy, and I know that he said he's done doing DC films and all that, which is probably better off now that DC is kind of going in a different direction with James Gunn heading it. But I don't have an interest to see this. But if you saw it, let me know in the comments what you think. You can shoot me an email, matt@dailyflashshow.com. We just started a new season of the Daily Flash, so make sure you head to dailyflashshow.com, or just on the YouTube page, which you're probably watching this on right now. You can scroll through all of our other videos. So, but on a serious note, Hurricane Milton is coming to town, and it doesn't look like we're going to get lucky and it turn or anything like that. So we are prepping like crazy here in Orlando. We'll try to give you updates here at Daily Flash. Again, the way we record our show, we may have to take a few days off because I went through one of these really bad ones back in 2006 with Charlie. I think it was 2006. No, 2004? Yeah, I think it was 2004 or 3, whichever. And it sucked. I'll just be honest. There were no power for a week, trees down everywhere. The big problem we have in Orlando right now is flooding, and especially where I live, where it's all construction all the time right now. We are going to a different location because I don't want to be trapped there again. We've got 2 cats I have to figure out what to do with because one of them doesn't like. Yeah, send me a comment on that. How do I make cats like each other? I got to figure that out because it's driving me nuts. Alrighty, shoot me a note. Hope everybody stays safe out there. We'll try to give you updates from our team here so you can keep up with that. And peace and love. Peace and love.